everybody, welcome to my channel Living in the Red Dot. This is May from Singapore. Today I have for you two perfumes from the house of Yves Saint Laurent, and I have Yves Saint Laurent Libre right here. This is the EDP, and I also have Yves Saint Laurent Libre Intense, this one. So I have a 50 ml and a 30 ml bottle of the Intense, and if this is something you're interested in, please stay tuned. Hi everybody. So these perfumes are quite new. Libre EDP, Eau de Parfum, was released back in 2019, so not too long ago, and it's a very modern scent. The bottle is classy and modern as well. I really like the bottle, the thoughts like put into this bottle. I look at that cap, it's some weird kind of like trapezoid cut. You've got this gold band around here, and there is no marker on the sprayer. There's nothing engraved in there, but the gold band is quite detailed. Then you've got this YSL logo right here, and the detail here is this is really like it's cut in. So I think this bottle might be quite hard to fake. I hope it is hard to fake. So yeah, so it's cut in, if you can see right there. And then you've got this kind of like three kind of like nails to nail in that YSL 1, 2, and then at the side 3, 4. So the YSL logo like wraps around, very chic. Like I really like this bottle design. It's so modern and gorgeous. It's not pretty. It is very, I wouldn't call it like pretty. Pretty, I would leave it for like the Montguerlain type perfumes. This edgy, yeah, I think that's a good word. It's quite edgy and fashion forward. So that is what I expected from this perfume, and you know what? It does not disappoint. I think there was a lot of hype around this. I think that's why I was interested, and it was kind of not easy to find back then when I was looking for it in Singapore, and because it's so new, there's not a lot of people reselling it. Luckily, I was able to find someone who did not enjoy it and decided to sell it off for a good price, and it's quite expensive actually. Compared to other perfumes, I find this YSL Libre and YSL Libre Intense are quite pricey. So let's look at the notes. For this one that was released in 2019, top notes, you've got lavender, very strong lavender, mandarin orange, black currant, and petitgrain. And then on the heart notes, you've got lavender again, orange blossom, and jasmine. And then for the base notes, you've got Madagascar vanilla, ambergris, musk, and cedar. So this is very heavy in lavender. On my other blog before, I have talked about lavender being used in Montguerlain perfumes, and how it's not usually used in other perfumes, modern perfumes, but you know, Montguerlain used it, and I think they quite succeeded in incorporating it in. But for that, the scent is quite warm and kind of like hug-like, very soft and velvety. This, despite having lavender, for some reason they were able to make it more edgy. I think the black currant gives it a little bit of like the sweetness, but to me, because it's black currant and I don't like black currant, it gives a bit of like scratchiness there on the top note, which I didn't really enjoy. But the lavender and the orange blossom is really good in this one. I like the way they mixed They mixed it. They mixed it very well. The vanilla is strong as well, but not too strong. Like it's strong enough to give it that smooth, like sweetness on the dry down. I love the dry down. I didn't think I was gonna like it at first because, like I said, the top notes had black currant. But when I was trying it back then, I couldn't stop sniffing my wrist after like an hour or so when the dry down had started to like kind of settle in, and I really like enjoyed this one. Well, it's not high up there in my like top perfumes, but I enjoyed trying it out that I wanted to buy this bottle. So 2020, just last year, they have released YSL Libre Intense or Intense, and I have a small bottle. The bottle again is very similar. So the bottoms, for the details at the bottoms, it's a sticker. They have a sticker. The juice for the Intense is more ambery, much deeper as well. So it's aptly named, by judging by the color. Again, there's no engravings at the sprayer, at the atomizer. Plastic, but very kind of like unique design. And other than that, shorter bottle, but you've still got that kind of like edgy cut right here. I really like that one. Then these two kind of like nails or studs here. So again, the YSL wraps around, very chic. So I got a sample vial of this, and I was hoping I wouldn't like it because I don't really want to look for it and buy another perfume. But lo and behold, I loved it. It was so much better than this one. I enjoyed this one a lot. I think it's because I like sweeter, warmer, gourmandish perfumes, and this is just that type. And it doesn't have black currant. Instead, at the top notes, you've got the lavender, bergamot, and mandarin orange. And I like bergamot. Bergamot to me is great when used as top notes. So yeah, I like this one. Heart notes, you've got lavender, again orange blossom, orchid, and jasmine sambac. I don't know if I smell the orchid. Orchids are not supposed to have smell. And the base notes, you've got the Madagascar vanilla, ambergris, tonka bean, and vetiver. So yeah, no cedar on this one. This is just much smoother and rounder and warmer and cozier than this, but it's still very edgy. Like again, that use of lavender and orange blossom is so nicely blended. I think these are great modern perfumes. The only downside is I think this is still out of stock here in Singapore. I was able to buy it online. One of the few perfumes that I kind of bought at retail price, and even then I actually had a voucher, so I got it a bit cheaper than retail price, but I had to order it all the way from Selfridges, which is I think from the UK, so I had to wait for it. And yeah, so this small bottle is quite expensive, whereas I got this one for like, I don't know, less than $50. This is already around like $92 for this small bottle. Again, very expensive I find for a YSL fragrance. Yeah, so sorry, I don't know if it's still in stock in Singapore or if it has become in stock, because last I asked them a month and a half ago is that it's still in stock. And also they have released an EDT version. I don't know much about the EDT, but I am not interested in the EDT because I like perfumes that last long. I've experienced EDTs to be, touch and go in terms of like longevity, so it's not really worth the money, I think, especially when I have the intense version and the regular eau de parfum. So So yeah, I think this is worthy of being a signature scent. Good for office, good for going out, restaurants, clubbing, dinner, just all around, like, good, edgy, modern scent. This is not for the flowery, like, type of girl. This is somebody for somebody like more bold. Um, this one I think is more appropriate for nighttime, but doesn't matter to me. I wear them regardless of the time of day anyway. If I like it, I just spritz it on. So yeah, so if I had to pick between the two, this is really more versatile, but this smells much better to me. Again, if you have a YSL counter or a department store that has a YSL counter, they should be readily available to try. Singapore is a little bit weird because we are kind of like an island, so we get limited supplies of things, and it takes a while for things to show up, like new releases and such. So if you enjoyed this review, please press like, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much.